Are they ready? Is everybody ready? You want me to hold it?
No, that's okay.
He's the
Can
only
you-
one talking, so.
Feed me one question, how's that?
Can you say, Mr. Gleason, why you decided to enter the plea today?
So I'm gonna, thank you for the opportunity to speak. On behalf of Mr. Gleason, we're gonna be coming back for his sentencing in a few weeks. But for today, we were able to work with the Tuscola County prosecutor in this matter and effectuate a plea to exactly what happened in this case. John performed a marriage ceremony the 11th hour on Christmas Eve of 2019, actually in the emergency room at the hospital with a young couple who were about to give birth. And it turned out that they didn't have a marriage license. He performed the ceremony, and not having that marriage license is a violation of the Michigan Marriage Act, and it's a misdemeanor. It's a 30-day misdemeanor, and that after talking with and working with the Tuscola County prosecutor for several months, we were able to effectuate the plea to what he did in this case, and that's what he's pled to.
You gotta
Now,
ask you this.
Let's say maternity ward instead of emergency room.
It did happen.
It was an emergency either way.
Well, it happened in there where she was giving birth, actually.
Sure.
Was it someone you know?
Never met in my life. Never met in my life.
John, just how do you feel right now?
I feel all right. I accept what happened. I married a person without a license. It was an emergency. That was the first question I asked when I went into the room. Do you have a marriage license? And they said no, because they were in an emergency. They left it at home. So I proceeded, figuring we could work out some amenity to get the marriage certified, and it was. Actually,
Well, so it turns out that there wasn't a license, and the violation is a strict liability offense, meaning if there's no license and you perform this ceremony, it's a misdemeanor. Now, it's a very small misdemeanor, but that's what happened in this case, and that's what we were able to resolve the case to in this matter.
In that situation, is the marriage invalidated?
It is not a marriage at that point. So we believe things happened after the fact that didn't involve Mr. Gleason, but for the purposes of why we are here today, it was that December 24th, Christmas Eve, middle of the night, 2019, run to the hospital. That's why we're here today, and that's what we've done. As a result of that, Mr. Gleason, as a lifelong public servant, and knowing what this is, what the kind of pressure this puts on the people of Genesee County, he's agreed to retire at this point. It's going to be effective next week. He'll retire before the election. County commissioners are aware of that, and he's going to move on with his life and give people of Genesee County the opportunity to elect a new clerk at the right time.
And never run again. Was that in the affidavit?
I couldn't anyways.
You know, at my
you-
spry age of almost 52, and looking at my client here, I think he's served enough for the people of
I
the
don't
state.
know if that's a
so.
compliment or not, but I'd say, listen, I've had a kidney transplant 21 years ago. I've had triple bypass. I've had stents. I'm wore out. This has added a lot to that. And I love my county. I love it a lot. Been there 4 generations. And the best thing for the people, that's what I have. If I'm a public servant, then I gotta make a public decision. The best decision I can make is to move on. It's been a tough 3 years. That's how long this has been in the pike.
So what's next for you?
Retirement, just like the word said.
But that can mean so many different things to so many people. What does it mean for you?
Come see me next week. I'll be in my deer stand.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks. Thanks, John.
Don't take our rod.